We all know how important quads are to your riding ability, so check out these 5 must-do quad exercises for mountain bikers. We're going to start looking at the heavier movements first, and then towards the end, the lighter ones. So the first movement here, a front squat. The position of the bar is high on the chest and shoulders, and this brings the weight forwards, demanding more of a vertical torso as you drop and stand. That means that the knee has to come out further forwards, and there's more ankle flexion, which then pushes it further onto the quads. You often see people getting into better positions with Olympic lifting shoes on, so then that raises the heel and allows the knee to go even further forwards. So the principle is, if you want to hit the quads, the knee has to go as far forward as possible. Now bear in mind that if you have knee issues or tendon inflammation, be very careful and make sure that you go and stay within those limits that you keep talking. Stay there. Bear in mind that if you have existing knee issues on that patella tendon, maybe some inflammation, some discomfort, then be wary of pushing your knee all the way forward under load. Maybe try some of the lighter weighted movements first before you start loading up. The next movement is a heel elevated trap bar deadlift. As we know, with any heel elevated movement, it's going to dominate the quads, and a deadlift is traditionally for glutes and hamstrings. But by making this alteration, we can really focus on building the quads up. Now Pat's on 5 kilo dumbbells here for ultra height, but you can use change plates, bigger plates, or you can actually get wedges that you can stand on for extra stability. So play around with smaller ones first and then increase. You don't need an awful lot of weight, and then see how you get on. The mother of body weight or home movements is the pistol. Because we're going on one leg, we've got way more weight and load on that side. Now Pat's using a dumbbell here to assist, not just with extra quad loading, but actually counterbalancing. If you struggle with the pistol, you can put a plate under your heel. We've seen it all before, but this is one of the best for building quads specifically. This is going to be a new movement for most. It's a very extreme position with the knee over toe, but it's super good for building mobility in the quad, but hip flexor at the back as well. This is a good movement to put into your warm-ups and activation before quad heavy movements like the squat and the trap bar deadlift. So go down, think of it as a mobility movement, so a pause at the bottom, a stretch, chest nice and tall, and then push that knee, glute coming down to the heel to get an extreme flexion of the knee. The final movement is the banded sissy squat. This is a good variation of a traditional sissy squat. The bands allow for a little bit extra pulling against whilst you're standing. So if you see, it's a little bit more loading, a little bit more stability of the knee as well. Pat's also holding a band at the top for stability. So the sissy squat, really far forwards with the knee, as you see, come up onto the ball of the foot, and that'll load the quad. Go on, Pat, you can do it. Keeping the torso in line with the quad as much as you can will keep the loading good and all of the movements straight there onto the quad. And that's it for Quadzilla movements for riders. If you like this video, subscribe or visit fitforracing.com where you can sign up to a bike-specific program with lots of movements in like this. Peace.